to get more knowledge on how we can be able to build and succeed in our business. We get to learn and hear from some of the top distributors on how they are able to build their businesses. We get ideas. As the saying goes, as iron sharpens iron, so man shall sharpen man. So usually in these Wednesday meetings, it's where we get to come together to sharpen ourselves. We get to hear from people who are doing a lot of personal sponsoring. We get to hear people who are doing a lot of personal sales. We get people who are good at developing, developing other people. They get to share with us their experiences. How are they developing people? So that we could also be able to pick up some lessons to apply in our businesses. And I would also gladly say that most of us, actually every successful distributor in Neolife, they are successful because they've been attending meetings. I am yet to meet a distributor who will give a testimony that the day I joined, I never appeared for any training, and today I am a Nairobi director. I am yet to meet one, but I guess there is going to be none. Because if you are going to prosper and succeed in this business, you need to be trained. So we are here today to learn from some of the top distributors. How are they doing it? And mostly what we focus on in these meetings is basically skills. What are some of those skills that you need to grow? When I was a bit younger in the business, I will tell you that it was a bit difficult. It was difficult in form of bringing in people into the business, helping them to grow, doing personal sales, growing a customer team, developing managers, developing senior managers, closing a prospect, getting a prospect to pay. It was quite difficult. But then as I kept on growing and growing in this business, things kept on becoming better and better and better. I'll just give you a testimony. From yesterday and today, from my personal sales, I've been able to generate about 15 million Ugandan shillings from personal sales. Now, 15 million, you would want to say that's about $4,500. I don't know how much that is in Kenyan shillings, but $4,500 worth of sales that has been generated from me from yesterday and today. And why? It's because we attend trainings. It's because we have been able to acquire these skills. So I want you to listen carefully. Whenever there's a meeting, please create time, log in and attend these trainings. Today we are going to be sharing. There's going to be a recording. Listen to this recording over and over again. Take some notes, take notes so that you can be able to get everything that has been trained about so that you can be able to apply it in your business. So at this very moment, I want to invite our very first speaker who is going to be sharing with us. She's someone that inspires me so much because she has a lot of skills. She's stood the test of time. She has a wealth of experience, and every single time she's sharing, there is a lot that I am able to learn and be able to apply in my business and be able to grow and have a better business. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Gladys to take us through the first part. She's going to be sharing with us, and then I'll be coming in and sharing more about some of the skills that you need for you to be able to grow and prosper in the business. Please, you can take it on, Gladys.
Wow. Thanks, Justus. As a young person, I love your resilience. I love your, your go-gettedness, if there's a word like that in English. And truly, we are honored as a team to be here with you today. So I'll first introduce myself. My name is Gladys Njura, and I'm based in Nairobi, for those of you who are in Uganda. And I'm super excited, guys. I'm super excited because Gladys, I'm a trained teacher. I graduated to be a high school teacher. Then immediately thereon, I went and worked in a bank, one of the banks here in Kenya. And you know, working in the bank, you think, that's a good job. And it is a good job. The prestige is there and everything. But I can tell you, I thank God that I met Neolife. When I was very young in the bank, I had only worked for 5 years. And I had prayed to God to give me an opportunity of earning some additional income. And I prayed, and I really needed extra income. I was very honest with myself. I wanted something more open-minded, not so close, not just staying in the office. And that's when I met Neolife. And I was invited to a meeting, and I went, and I was only told one sentence: come, I show you a business we can do. That was my sister telling me. We can do together, and we earn some money, and we travel the world. She told me it's an international company. We'll earn some money, travel the world. And I went to my first meeting, and she had invited me like 2 times. I was busy. But this time she told me, sis, this one, you must come. You know, there comes a times you must tell the people you love, you must come. And I went to the meeting and I listened. And everything they talked about, I did not see anything to say no to. I didn't see anything to say no to. And of course, everyone needs money. Of course, people want to travel the world. Today I was training somewhere in one of the suburbs in Nairobi. And I asked a lady, how many cities have you gone to? She says, only Nairobi. And we were in a meeting with my upline, PT Judy Njeru. Judy has been to more than 70 world cities in the world. And that makes the difference. Anyway, to cut my long story short, I said yes. And they told me one thing: Gladys, just be teachable and expose yourself to training. The rest will come. And that is what has been. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful girls. My firstborn is 30 years. My secondborn is 24 years. And we are super excited as a family. And so that's how I started. And I'm a product of training. And I pray that you also become a product of training, just as I said. We are so serious in training. We actually say we are serious as a heart attack. You know, when a heart attack gets you, you know, it's either you go or it will really, you know, hurt you. So we say we are serious as a heart attack when it comes to training. No negotiation. If you want the big bucks, if you want to make a very meaningful life for you. So that's how I did the business. And I can tell you, when I'm finishing my testimony, I thank God for that. Because today I'm in a WhatsApp group for my former colleagues, people who are CEOs, people who are next to the MD. And today, people are getting hurt with health, finances, and we keep doing harambe after harambe. For those who in Tanzania, harambe means kuchanga pesa. Yani you put money together so that you go and visit this guy who is sick. This one, someone has passed on. This one, they don't even have a home. And things are just, that's what happens out there. And so I thank God for having met Neolife and taken it so seriously. The only regret I have is I should have worked maybe harder, because I have the capacity to be a PT. Maybe that's the only small regret I have. But let me tell you, if it comes to the money, guys, the money has been good for many, many years. And that's our wish for you. So if you're on the call, that's what we wish for you. And so I'll go straight away to giving you the reasons why you need to take Neolife seriously. Very seriously indeed. And I hope you have a pen and a paper, because from now on, you are the leader to go and tell the people around you why they need to take Neolife seriously. We are not saying all the other businesses out there where people make millions are bad. No, they are not bad. People make a lot of money. It's true. But you will hardly get a business with a combination of health, wealth, personal development, lifestyle, and joining a positive community. And then the longevity. You will not get those in one place, even if it's your job. And that is why we want you to take Neolife super, super seriously. So number one, statistics all over the world, they are showing that people who are not going to take life seriously, they are going to be a statistic of the lifestyle diseases we are seeing today. Whether it's cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, so many challenges, diabetes, infertility. Some people have infertility that shouldn't be there. We are saying that for health reasons, today is the day you decide to take your business so super seriously, because we do not want you to be a statistic. Number two, some of us are parents, or we have parents, or we have relatives around us. It's another reason to take this business seriously. Because if your parent is sick, you will get sick psychologically, emotionally, physically, and time-wise. All those things will affect you and your siblings, especially if the disease is long-term and going to the hospitals are more frequent. And then the other reason why you need to take health seriously, we are now in a generation in the world where the young generation, they are giving birth to children who are seriously challenged health-wise. You hear of autism, you hear of ADHD, hyperactivity, and it's a thing that is worrying. I've done meetings for Kenyans in the US and in Canada, and I'm telling you, out of every 10 children being born today, 2 or 3, they have those challenges that will damage a child forever. That they will need attention through and through and through and through. And so we are saying, besides now the supplements we have, you must learn to teach people about health. You must remove yourself from feeling shy to go and talk to people about health. Even if they are just taking a simple omega-3, a simple CalMag, a simple whatever, please make sure the products are moving. That one, especially the health products. So one of the benefits you need to do Neolife seriously is for the health reasons. Number 2, financial reasons. Number 1, prices of commodities have gone up. And it's not just in Kenya. It's the whole world over. Gas, petrol, kerosene, foodstuffs, toiletries, name it. Go to the healthcare. The cost of seeing the doctor and the tests you pay for, they are just too much. Entertainment, school fees, clothing, all those things are going up. And you know what? If you're not going to be in a space where you're increasing your income, your expenditure will shrink. And even now you may be having an exposure or an ability to spend money because you have it. But do you have a guarantee that that cash flow will flow into your 60s and your 70s? Please answer yourself that. Doing what you're doing, assuming you have a business or you have a job, is it going to help you into your 70s, your 80s, and 90s with a cash flow that will be equivalent to cushioning you from inflation and the many bills that are coming up every day? A few years ago, we didn't have bills for Zoom. We didn't have bills for data. We didn't have bills for minutes to call. We didn't have bills for paying your email. Today, you want an email, your email to have more space, you pay for it. And so we are saying there are yet other bills to come up. Are you going to be able to handle all those things? And that is why you need a lot of money. And it is your business to go and do your business and make a lot of money. Please, let's not be satisfied with 50K, 30K, 20K. The future will demand you to spend millions. Are you going to be cushioned enough to be able to do that? Why do you also need money? Retirement. Long gone are the days our children would take care of us. Long gone are those days. The days that are coming right now are the days you must take care of your, taking care of your retirement. And we don't know how our retirement will be. But I remember early on when I started the business, Charlie Bolton told us you must save money every month in an account that you don't touch, and it will take care of you when you are in your 80s and your 90s. And you will have enough cash flow until the day you go down. And if possible, you leave the rest for your children. So that is a point where we need to really think about. So financial reasons. Guys, the world requires a lot of expenditure. A lot of expenditure. Are you going to be cushioned enough financially to be able to do that? Please ask yourself that question. Kindly ask yourself that question. So, number one, health. Number two, finances. Number three, the world order is demanding for people to think differently. One, you might have a very good job and the following day you don't have. You might have a job and your boss is nasty. And so you have a very toxic working environment. And you keep asking yourself, Lord, where am I going to go from here? You know? And not just you, the people around you. The people around you are hurting in those areas. So the question is, will you have something you can offer them when they are losing their jobs, when they have bad issues with their bosses? You're going to have situations where nannies, you can't afford to have a nanny full time because they are too expensive. People take care of your children. And Neolife will enable you to do business and at the same time, even have time to be able to take care of your children for those of you who are young. So, and then also working long hours. When I was working in my days, we never used to work on Saturdays. Today, you are employed to work from Monday to Friday, sometimes from 8 to 8. If you go to the malls now, somebody who opened the shop in the morning is still at the mall. Someone who opened the butchery in the morning is still at the butchery. Someone who went to work in a hotel is still at the hotel. What kind of life is that? That you will never enjoy your tell you he's educated all his siblings and he started out as a student at the university. Can you imagine? Very, very interesting. So those are some of the reasons why you need to look at it financially. Then, of course, once you join Neolife, a few more benefits you get. We've talked of health and money. You get flexi hours. Flexi hours to go to your children's day in schools, to take them for events, to have family gathering. You will be your own boss deciding your calendar. How cool is that? How cool is that? And then you are your own boss. You're the one to know how to even get the levels that we are being told. Moving to director, moving to sapphire director. You can always increase your income as the years go by. Very, very interesting and very, very important. Another reason why you need to do the business. Network marketing is the business of the 21st century. And the people who are making money in the world today are the people who are able to do a business that you can network. You don't do 100% of everything. You do 3% and you get 97 people to do 3% or something like that. You do 1%, you get another 90 people to just do 1%. Training, when you train them and they go and do their business out there, They will not need you. 50% of the time they are doing the business, they will not need you. We only catch up in times when we are coming to sharpen our skills. So we come and learn how to sharpen our skills. And we all split out and go and do our business. We have people in Uganda. We have people in Kenya right here. I can see a few people in the US in our teams. Imagine when we split out there in the world and you build a network of people who know what they are doing, you increase your income and you become irrelevant in your wealth creation. You start getting something we call residual income. So I finish with residual income because I can talk on and on and on. Residual income. Residual income means you put a lot of energy now building your business. Nikama is like building a building that is 20 stories up. Before that building comes up, it first goes down. The higher the building will be, the deeper the foundation of that building. And when they are doing the foundation and it's fenced all around, you might think, there's nothing happening there. But let me tell you, when you see a skyscraper coming up, you have no idea the kind of money and the energy and the expertise that has been sunk below there to build a firm foundation. When I worked in Cooperative Bank of Kenya, after the bomb blast, 1998 or 19 something, there was a bomb blast. And that building, other than the windows that broke, that building never fell to date. To date, it did not go down with the bomb, but the building that was next there called Ufundi, it went down with so many people. But in the bank itself, that building, the building didn't go down because of the foundation the Israelites put in that building. Now, that's why we are here in the evening, to build that foundation. And when you see your upline helping you build the foundation, please be teachable, be available, because you are with them for only a short while. And then they expect you to run your show. And when you run your show, how strong will your business be? What foundation will it have? Will it be shallow that people come and go, come and go, come and go? Or you will have built a foundation of people who stay, and they stay, and they build, and they build. Guys, let me not say too many things. Another final thing I'll say, remember we are the solution to the world. Number one, people are retiring lonely. In Neolife, people are retiring when they are very excited. When those who went to Turkey, there was a lady called from Tanzania. She was in her 80s. Her 80s. She was there with her husband. And she joined this business over 20 years ago with very bad arthritis. I used to see her in the early days of the business. And she was in Turkey with her husband. Where will you be when you're 80 years? Who will you be with? Who will be entertaining you? Or you'll just be in your house? Because your children will leave you eventually. Neolife will give you a community. And why is that true? Since Jerry Brasfield started Neolife 65 years ago, if you listen to YouTube, all the stories he gives about the olden days, he will tell you of the people he started with 65 years ago, and some are still alive and having given the business to the third generation. And so he's hanging around and he's always busy. So Neolife is a family. All we want you to do is come and take care of what we call the values, do the 3 daily success habits, use the products, share the products, share the opportunity unashamedly, and train so that you become a true leader for your team. Finally, you can make more money than the person who sponsored you. You can make more money than the person who sponsored you. So don't have this illusion that I'm under my upline. Apana, forget about your upline for a minute. Worry about your business, where you are and what you're going to build. That's what will give you the check today, tomorrow, and the years to come. So, guys, please, for those reasons, go and share those reasons with people with a passion. Watakuja kujua, they'll come to know about products and the business later on, but sell the benefits of the company and get excited and get passionate so that you're on fire and they want to come and catch that fire, because the world there, people are talking negative, they are sad. If you listen to the news, you can get a headache. Learn to be with positive people, people who are encouraging you. If I speak further, I will not give time for our other hosts, Mr. Muhumuza. So Justus, over to you. I think we need to do another session because I don't feel like I've even exhausted what I wanted to exhaust. Over to you, and I'm super excited to work with you. I can't wait to meet you in Tanzania next month. I can't wait.
Wow. It's too bad that usually good things end very, very fast. I feel like you are just starting, but then you're finishing already. I was reading in the chat, someone was saying that you really, really hit us so hard. So I think you've really touched someone. So it's really, really a pleasure to listen from you, to learn from you, to share the same platform with you. However, I have been confused because you look 30 years. Now you said your firstborn is 30. Now I am really, really very confused. I don't know. But anyway, I know that the products really, really change very many people's lives. If there's anything that I'm really, really personally looking up to, is to get to a moment whereby on a monthly basis, I can easily afford a daily vitality pack, a Neolife shake, a phyto defense, acetylene, of course, zinc, a case of aloe vera, a whole skincare, a synergy cycle. I am looking forward to that day when I can afford, products of 500 or even 1,000 personal points every single month. And I think that is why we really need to build this business hard so that we can be financially free. The more financially free we are, then the more we can afford to do most of the things, the more we can even afford to look good like you know. Yes. So thank you so much for that amazing sharing.